Millennials, the generation born between 1981 and 1996, are drowning in debt. But it doesn't have to be this way. Picture a life where you're not constantly suffocated by the weight of student loans, credit card debt, and more. Sounds liberating, doesn't it? That's the power of being debt-free. This video is your roadmap to achieving just that. We'll explore 5 proven strategies millennials can use to escape the debt trap. So, are you ready to break free? Stay tuned to learn about strategies to break free from the chains of debt. Millennials face an uphill battle when it comes to debt. They're grappling with a unique financial landscape with economic pressures unseen by previous generations. The specter of student loans looms large, often representing the lion's share of millennial debt. This is coupled with mounting credit card debt, auto loans, and in some cases, mortgages. These debts are not just numbers on a screen, they're roadblocks to millennials' financial well-being and future goals. They can delay plans for home ownership, starting a family, or saving for retirement. Moreover, the strain of debt can have a profound impact on mental health, contributing to stress and anxiety. It's a pressing issue that can feel overwhelming, trapping millennials in a cycle of debt that's hard to break free from. But there's hope. It's not about quick fixes or magic bullets, but rather, developing effective strategies to manage and ultimately overcome this financial burden. So let's dive into the strategies to overcome this financial burden. The first step to becoming debt-free is to create a budget. Now I know what you're thinking. Budgets are boring, right? But what if I told you that a budget is more than just a spreadsheet with numbers? It's a roadmap to financial freedom, a ticket to a debt-free life. So how do you create a budget that prioritizes debt repayment? It's simple. First, you need to know where your money is going. Start by listing all your income sources and your expenses. Everything from your rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, to your Netflix subscription. Yes, every dollar counts. Next, subtract your expenses from your income. If you're left with a positive number, great. That's money you can put towards your debt. If it's negative, don't panic. This is where the magic of budgeting comes in. Look at your expenses. What can you cut back on or eliminate entirely? Maybe it's that daily coffee run or the gym membership you never use. Remember, every little bit helps. Now let's talk about budgeting tools. There are plenty of apps and software out there to make budgeting easier. Mint, YNAB, you need a budget, and Pocket Guard, just to name a few, can help you track your spending, set goals, and even send you alerts when you're nearing your budget limit. But remember, a budget is only as good as your commitment to it. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about making smarter decisions with your money. It's about saying yes to a future free of debt and no to unnecessary expenses that are holding you back. And here's a pro tip: make reviewing your budget a regular habit. This will help you stay on track and adjust your budget as needed. Perhaps you've found another area where you can cut back, or maybe you've received a raise at work. Either way, keeping your budget up to date is key. A well-planned budget is your first weapon in the fight against debt. It's time to take control of your finances and start your journey to a debt-free life. Because remember, the goal isn't just to get out of debt, it's to stay out of debt. Next, focus on your high-interest debts. It may feel overwhelming, but there's a method to this madness. It's called the debt avalanche strategy, and it's all about tackling your high-interest debts first. Why? Well, it's simple. High-interest debts cost you more over time. These are the debts that keep you up at night, the ones that grow faster than a snowball rolling downhill. Imagine each of your debts as a snowball. Some are small and won't roll too far, others are large and threatening. If you let the largest snowballs roll unchecked, they'll gather more snow, becoming larger and harder to stop. In terms of your debt, the snow is the interest, and the larger the debt, the more interest it gathers. By focusing on your high-interest debts first, you're effectively stopping the largest snowballs in their tracks. You're preventing them from becoming unmanageable monsters. This doesn't mean you ignore your other debts. You'll still make the minimum payments on those, but any extra cash you have goes towards paying off your high-interest debt. So, how do you do it? Start by listing all your debts, from the highest interest rate to the lowest. This could include credit cards, student loans, car loans, or any other debt you might have. Then, commit to paying the minimum amount on all your debts, but channel any extra money to the debt at the top of your list. Once you've paid off that debt, you move to the next one on the list, and so forth. This method requires discipline and determination, but the payoff is worth it. You'll save money in the long run by reducing the amount of interest you pay over time. Remember, this strategy isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's most effective for those with high-interest credit card debt or loans. If your debts have similar interest rates, you might want to consider a different strategy, like the debt snowball method, which focuses on paying off small debts first to create a sense of achievement and momentum. By targeting high-interest debts first, you can save yourself from a mountain of future interest payments. It's an uphill battle, but with the right strategy and determination, you can reach the peak and enjoy the view from a debt-free summit. Increasing your income can accelerate your journey to becoming debt-free. Let's talk about a few strategies to boost your income. Side hustles are a popular way to earn extra cash. This could be anything from dog walking, tutoring, or even selling handmade crafts online. The beauty of side hustles is that they can fit into your schedule, and you can choose something that aligns with your interests. Freelancing is another great option. If you have a skill like graphic design, writing, or programming, you can offer your services on freelance platforms. This not only gives you a chance to earn extra income, but also to build a portfolio and network with potential clients. But what if you're already hustling and freelancing and still need a boost? That's where asking for a raise comes in. This might seem daunting, but remember, your work has value. Prepare for this conversation by researching industry standards for your role, documenting your achievements, and practicing your negotiation skills. Another income-increasing strategy is investing. While this involves some risk and requires some initial capital, it can be a source of passive income in the long run. You might want to consider low-cost index funds or dividend-paying stocks. And let's not forget about continuous learning. Use your free time to gain new skills or certifications that could lead to promotions or higher-paying job opportunities in the future. Remember, increasing your income doesn't always mean working more hours. It's about finding creative ways to monetize your skills and passions. And while these strategies might not make you a millionaire overnight, they can significantly speed up your debt repayment process. So, start exploring these options and see what works best for you. Look for opportunities around you, leverage your skills, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Remember, every extra dollar earned is a dollar less in debt. Did you know you can negotiate with your creditors? Yes, that's right. If you're knee-deep in debt, one often overlooked strategy is to negotiate with your creditors. This could mean requesting a lower interest rate or even settling your debt for less than what you owe. Now you might be thinking, why would they agree to this? Well, creditors would rather receive a portion of what you owe than nothing at all. So, if you're facing financial hardship, they might be willing to make a deal. How do you go about this? It's simple. Be honest about your financial situation. Show them you're committed to paying off your debt, but need a little help. Remember, it's crucial to get any agreement in writing to protect yourself. Also, don't be discouraged if your first attempt doesn't succeed. Persistence is key. Keep trying, and you might just get a break. Negotiating with creditors can lead to significant savings. It's worth a try. The final strategy is to live below your means. Yes, you've heard it before, but it's worth repeating. It's about spending less than you earn. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But in a world of easy credit and endless consumer temptations, it's easier said than done. So, how do we start living below our means? Well, it begins with a mindset shift. It's about recognizing that every dollar spent today is a dollar less for your future. It's about understanding that a car doesn't have to be brand new to get you from point A to point B, and a night in with friends can be just as fun as an evening out at a fancy restaurant. But it doesn't stop at mindset. We need to take concrete steps. One of the easiest ways to live below your means is to cut back on non-essential expenses. Think about your monthly subscriptions. Are you really watching all those streaming services or reading all those magazines? And how about dining out? Consider preparing more meals at home. Not only is it typically cheaper, but it's often healthier too. Another area to review is your shopping habits. Do you find yourself buying new clothes or gadgets more often than necessary? Try adopting a minimalist approach. Buy quality items that last, and only when you really need them. But living below your means doesn't mean living a life of deprivation. It's about making smart choices and prioritizing your financial health. It's about finding joy in simplicity and appreciating what you already have. Remember, the goal here isn't just to save money. It's to free up more of your income so you can pay off your debts faster. It's about taking control of your financial future and making your money work for you, not the other way around. So, take a hard look at your lifestyle and spending habits. Identify areas where you can cut back and start making changes. It might be challenging at first, but remember, every small step counts. Living frugally now can lead to a debt-free future, and that's a future worth striving for. These strategies may seem challenging, but they're proven to work. Let's take a moment to celebrate some real-life debt-free champions who've used these strategies. Meet Jasmine. She was once drowning in over $50,000 of student loan and credit card debt. She started by creating a strict budget, cutting down on unnecessary expenses, and prioritizing her high-interest debts first. She even took on a side hustle as a freelance graphic designer. After 3 years of hard work, Jasmine successfully paid off all her debts and is now saving for her dream home. Then we have Liam, who was overwhelmed by his $30,000 in student loans. He too adopted a budget and began living below his means. He negotiated with his creditors, successfully lowering his interest rates. He even sold his car and used public transportation to save more. It took him 4 years, but he is now debt-free and investing towards his future. Let's not forget about Ava, who had over $40,000 in credit card debt. She decided to take control of her financial health. She began by cutting back on dining out and unnecessary subscriptions. She took on a part-time job to increase her income. She also negotiated with her creditors to lower her monthly payments. After 5 years of perseverance, Ava is now debt-free and enjoys the freedom of financial independence. These are just a few examples of millennials who've turned their financial lives around. They've shown us that it's not about how much you earn, but how you manage what you have. They've demonstrated the importance of budgeting, tackling high-interest debts first, increasing income, negotiating with creditors, and living below your means. These success stories are not merely anecdotes. They are a testament to the power of determination and smart financial strategies. They've experienced the benefits of these strategies firsthand, like the relief of being debt-free, the joy of financial independence, and the confidence of controlling their financial future. If they can do it, so can you. Becoming debt-free is not a dream, but a reality within your grasp. We've explored a variety of strategies today: creating a budget, tackling high-interest debt first, boosting your income, negotiating with creditors, and living below your means. Each strategy is a powerful tool to combat debt and achieve financial freedom. Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Take the first step today towards a debt-free future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help others on their journey to financial freedom.